Kyle Feldt.
That's the tactic. Go to Feldt and he will score.
Little dummy shown by Saylor and seeking a gap and finding a gap, and this is another debut try. Kyle Feldt.
We had a decent effort, but Feldt, the experienced veteran, he gets down early, knows in these greasy conditions, get on the floor, get those ankles up.
Go to the right once more. That's where Saints are threatening. Saylor with a short pass.
What a pass.
Feldt goes for the corner, and Kyle Feldt gets over. And he is a good finisher, but he made that look very easy.
Yeah, there's a lot to like about this try.
Saylor short to Welsby, outwards to the right-hand side. And that looks as though Kyle Feldt may have gone over in the corner.
And he gets an opportunity like this, and he's not going to let it pass, is he? To his wingman, who's just hugging that touchline and manages to get on over the try line under some pressure.
And this is the last, so Lomax puts the ball up in the air, Feldt gets up to it, brings it down, offload away to Feldt, Feldt in the corner, what a finish that might be! Kyle Feldt with a Superman finish.
Feldt climbs high, back to Batchelor with the presence of mind at offload, and Feldt over in the corner.
But they're coming right here with Whitby. Saylor, ball over the top, caught one-handed by Feldt, and he'll score. Been out of the team for 10, but he's back with a bang.
And it goes in for a try, doesn't need any second chances. North Queensland Cowboy all-time record try scorer with 151 in his NRL career.
5 away, stands, he wants to offload it, he did offload it, went backwards, good footwork from Clark, might lead to something here. Here's a chance for Robertson, out wide to Feldt, he's in again. Well, it was off the cuff, a scruffy offload from Tristan Saylor, but the footwork of Darryl Clark kept it alive, and Kyle Feldt is back with a bang, a Saints double for him.
And all of a sudden it was a nice ball, wasn't it, from I think it was Harry Robertson that gives the ball out wide.
Right on the line, here now is Lomax, gets it away, ball over the top, Feldt's in for the hat-trick, oh, flying, acrobatic finish, a pose for the cameras, Feldt back, and back in style, his third of the afternoon.
From North Queensland, they knew what they were buying a finisher, someone who could get to the try line, score with a bit of finesse.
Are there more points incoming here? They're moving it quickly, ball over the top, Feldt takes it in. Another Saylor pass, and Feldt decides to make the kick easier for himself. He celebrates. He's got 4. Another Saylor assist, another Feldt finish.
Kyle Feldt going with a lovely take, didn't he, to gather this ball in, and Johnny Lomax pulling the strings again, along with Tristan Saylor. And with someone with so much talent and who's been around the block like Kyle Feldt, all he knows is he's got to hug that touchline.
Far away from the line, Feldt's lining one up here, finding a little gap, Kyle Feldt, and he's gone through. Kyle Feldt saw the gap and he went for it and said thank you very much. Saints getting closer to the line as Darryl Clark finds Lomax to Saylor. Over the top for Kyle Feldt, and the gap opens up again, and Kyle Feldt gets his second try of the afternoon for St. Helens. Goes to his right-hand side for Saylor again. Over the top, Kyle Feldt once more, and easy as you like. Kyle Feldt gets his hat-trick.
Clark and and Lomax and Saylor now for Feldt, and Feldt will go over for the first try. You felt it had been coming, and Kyle Feldt gets yet another try for St. Helens. There was no stopping him once he got the ball, and the pressure does pay off. We saw some fabulous R.F.C defence on the last tackle. Ball with Moses and Bynes, switches it out to that right-hand side. Feldt goes up, Feldt will try and score, and Feldt may well have got the ball down. Kyle Feldt with an absolutely sensational try for St. Helens. That's the tactic. Go to Feldt and he will score, and he has scored.
Oh, he's an absolute weapon in the air, Kyle Feldt, isn't he?
Here's Lomax, nice hands, gets it away to Saylor. Saylor through the gap, still going, flicks it away, what a pass. Feldt is in. Another Saylor assist, another Feldt try.
Well, Kyle Feldt, he gets the try, but he's the first to congratulate.
What a servant he's been to Wakefield. Here's a better move, oh, better move, and it's picked up, and this is it. Game over here. You're not stopping Kyle Feldt, who saunters towards the posts. And this will do it for Saints. He chucks the ball into the north stand.
And then St. Helens ruthless and capitalising on that mistake. Kyle Feldt with his try.
They get a set restart. Might be irrelevant anyway. They're going to that far side. Ball over the top, and there's Feldt. Another try for St. Helens.
The switch out to the right-hand side into the hands of the coolest man in the ground, Johnny Lomax, who just weighs up the opposition, fires out the cut-out ball.
Measured and waiting. And by now, a little step away from Sailor. Lomax does brilliantly well to take that in and get it away. And lovely centre play from Robertson. Puts it on a plate for Kyle Feldt. Lot to admire from Saints there. It's Wellesby with the kick, and Feldt. And how many times in his long and illustrious career has he produced a leap like that ends the way it just has ended, in another 4 points.
Clark gets it away now to Wellesby, fires it wide here for Robertson for Feldt. Feldt's in. Feldt scores in the corner.
Plenty to like about this. First of all, the finish from Kyle Feldt. And that's a really composed finish in the corner from Kyle Feldt.
And by now to Lomax, who'll aim for Feldt in the corner. And Kyle Feldt has scored a plethora of tries just like that.
A superb leap and catch from Feldt. Almost looks like a training ground play.
Another quick play of the ball, and by, and they go for the corner again, and it's taken again by Kyle Feldt. Brilliant play for the winger. How good is he with those set plays? Ditto, Lomax architect, Feldt try.
The skill on short from the veteran winger comes out. Same players, Lomax to Feldt, same result, second try.